What is good, homie? Hope you're having a wonderful day and a productive week so far. As you can see by the title, today's video is going to be the ultimate guide to achieving aesthetics. So this is a 5-step process that you can follow to achieving your absolute dream physique. And this is everything I've learned over the past 4 to 5 years of going to the gym. And if there's anything I left out or might have missed, you can feel free to comment down below. And I hope you enjoy the video. So as always, I have a little quote for you. So the quote of the day, I've got another one at the end, so don't worry. If you crush a cockroach, you're a hero. If you crush a beautiful butterfly, you're a villain. Morals have aesthetic criteria. So I'm not going to bother with pronouncing his name, but basically the reason you're seen as a hero rather than a villain is because of the way the creature looks. So aesthetics play a massive role in society. It's the first thing you come into contact with when you see something, is how it looks. So this is just my way of trying to explain to you how to achieve aesthetics with your physique. And this applies to everything in life, but I'm mainly going to focus on just the physique part of it. So it's very important. Just the way you look can have a massive impact on everything in your life. And also being jacked and shredded just makes everything easier. Like everything. Business world, personal life, I'll leave it at that. So the first thing I have to include in here is step 1. So genetics, right? Genetics obviously play a massive role in achieving your aesthetic physique. As you can see with the example, David Lage is a fucking aesthetic beast, and he obviously has great genetics and obviously amazing work ethic, but genetics also play a massive role, so you can't forget about that. So the examples are your bone structure, your fat distribution, and also your metabolism. So bone structure, as you can see, David Lade has an extremely tiny waist and wide shoulders and lats, so it's a V-taper. And also fat distribution, that also ties in with the metabolism. So obviously the leaner you are, and that's in the next few steps, the more aesthetic your physique is going to be, and also the bigger your look. So me, for example, I have an extremely fast metabolism, so I can barely gain any weight, let alone fat. So it's extremely hard for me to actually gain weight. That's a good and a bad thing. If you want to gain muscle, it's obviously a bit more difficult, but it's also, on the other hand, it's easier for me to lose weight and basically get shredded. So there's positives and negatives for everything, but that's the first step, is genetics. And here's the fun stuff, the training, right? I believe, in my opinion, the most aesthetic muscle groups are your delts, your chest, and your lats, and also your arms. So delts, obviously your side delts, and the main training I do for that is lateral raises. So just dumbbell lateral raises, and I also do cable, so just to mix it up. And I do like 7 sets of side lateral raises each push day. And lats are obviously for achieving the V-taper with your physique. So lat pull downs, pull-ups also a good one, pull-overs. I'll do a video in the future of specific training splits or training exercises if you would like to see that. So just leave a comment down below. Otherwise, upper chest is also a underrated one. My main exercises are incline Smith machine, incline dumbbell press, and also incline cable flies. Those are staples in my workout. And I put in arms. I think that's just a bonus. Like, you can't go wrong with massive arms. So that's that. And also hypertrophy training. So that is rep ranges between 8 to 12. So it's not basically the opposite of strength training. So you go moderate weight or heavy weight, and you just do loads of reps. So actually just destroy the muscle basically. And you should be going 80% of your sets to failure. I don't know if a lot of people actually mention this, but your training intensity is a lot more important than the amount of volume you're doing per workout. It doesn't matter how many sets you're doing, it matters how hard you're going on each set. So I recommend like 80 to 90% of your sets should go to failure. So I'll do a video in the future on training, but yeah, that's the second step of achieving aesthetics with your physique. And this is a little bit of a different one. So it's actually sun exposure and tanning basically. So when the sun's out here in South Africa, I do about 30 minutes a day. I just sit in the sun and read a book or something. But that's like a massive one that people often overlook. The benefits of actually tanning is you look leaner. That's because people that actually compete on stage, that's why you see them going to get a spray tan or going in tanning beds, because it actually makes you look leaner. I believe like with a good tan, you can easily lose it looks like you lose 2% body fat. So yeah, also you just look healthier, and it also helps with recovery of your muscles, and at the end of the day just look more aesthetic. Like tan physique is much better than a pale physique. So yeah, you just, that's pretty obvious. So yeah, just get at least 30 minutes of sun a day. If it's the sun is outside, yeah, just go tan and do whatever you want. And also, I recommend you don't use any sunscreen. That shit is terrible for you. Just work your way up. So I started with 10 minutes a day, no sunscreen, and then like 2 weeks later, 20 minutes a day, then a month later, 30 minutes a day, and now I can stay in the sun for hours and not burn. So yeah, sunscreen, just stay away from that. That's terrible for you. Next one is, yeah, I mentioned this on like step 1, but getting shredded. So the leaner you are, the bigger you look. There's this saying in bodybuilding, you lose 10 pounds to look 10 pounds bigger. That's basically the power of a cut, is where you lose body fat, you just look 10 times bigger. That's because it brings out the definition in your muscles, and during a bulk you almost look like you're not making progress because you actually gain a bit of fat during the process, but you are gaining muscle. It's just you can't see it. So when you reveal the muscles with your cut, you just look 10 times bigger. I recommend doing cardio during your bulks. So I just do 3 to 4 times a week. I do 20 minutes of cardio after my workouts. And it also allows me to eat more because I'm burning calories. And I also go on regular walks during the day. So probably 2 to 3 15-minute walks after my meals. And the thing about cardio is it's just a tool, right? So you can do cardio every day and still gain weight. It's just a tool for you to basically burn calories. So I would say like a 20-minute cardio session, you probably burn like 200 calories, depending on how hard you actually go. But roughly you burn 200 calories. So if you eat 200 more that day, the cardio is basically useless in terms of losing body fat. It's just a way for me to keep me healthy and my heart pumping, and basically just improve my cardio. And when I actually go and approach my cut, I'm basically not unfit. So when I do daily cardio, it's not as difficult to get into. And the main part is actually just being in a calorie deficit. So that's how cardio helps with that. It's just a tool to burn more calories during the day. So yeah, that's that. Step 5 is probably the most important one, is your diet. I would recommend to stay away from seed oils. That's the stuff that actually makes you fat. Your body can't process that, and that's also what causes the sunburn. So just stay away from that. When I decided to completely cut out seed oils, I also didn't burn in the sun. So yeah, it just felt better. My body is it's leaner, more flushed out. It's just better. So stay away from that. Basically, whole foods as much as possible. And the best diet is the one you can stick to for a decade. So Alex Hormozi said this thing where if you can't do it for a day, don't do it for a decade. So basically, the reason I can stick to my diet is because I enjoy the foods I'm eating. So you shouldn't be restricting yourself. Still eat foods you can enjoy, but just use healthy alternatives. My diet mainly consists of steak and eggs. That's like the only thing I eat, and the oats before my workouts. But yeah, that's about it. Diet is also a very important thing. So yeah, make sure you get this correct. And here's a little bonus for you. The thing with aesthetics, right? It's just not with your body. Everything has an energetic frequency that affects us. So you have to curate your surroundings to maintain a positive feedback loop. And the more time you spend around people and places that make you feel good, it raises your vibration. So everything around you, like for example, your room should be aesthetically pleasing, shouldn't be messy, should be tidy, so that you just resonate in a higher vibration. And everything that we come into contact with has an energetic frequency. So just keep your room tidy. Even the foods you're eating, just make sure it's actually pleasing to look at. It has a massive effect actually. So yeah, this is just a little bonus for you. Just curate your environment to make you feel good, basically. And I believe I have another quote at the end. If you're shredded, you get away with anything. And that's the famous Ziz that said this. And it's so true. If you're jacked and shredded, right, you get away with so much more than the average Joe. When you walk into a business firm and you're actually in pretty good shape, the people will trust you, they respect you. It's just makes everything easier. You just have to put the hard work in now so you can reap the benefits of making your life easier in the future. So it's all about delaying the instant gratification for the delayed gratification. That's obviously a much bigger reward than the pain you're currently experiencing. So yeah, that's the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a rather quick one. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I see you next week with another video. Peace.